just heel short, this tall wheel.
Is it harder with stiff clay? I mean, stiff clay is harder.
Everything's harder with stiff clay. But okay, so this is 2 pounds, and normally I wouldn't center this way, but because it is stiff, I'm centering by anchoring my right, putting the heel here, and then pushing down this way. It's a more kind of braced method.
Okay.
If I'm throwing more than 3-4 pounds of clay, even if it's soft, I'll switch to this method. Okay, so, but this is just for centering. So this is that sort of wave centering technique. And then, have I shown you that technique, or have I demonstrated that before? Okay. So now we flip back around, I anchor my left, okay? I'm just gonna push in a little cavity right here so that I can have a little reservoir of water. And this slope here that I made in the centering, I'm gonna just lean my left on there, my left hand, which is gonna mimic this angle, but I'm pushing on my elbow with my body. So I wanna position myself. So I should take the time to adjust my stool or whatever so that I can get good leverage to lean against my elbow with my body, because that's where that pressure is gonna come from. And although I'm leaning and putting pressure in, what I'm gonna be doing is compacting the clay down here in the middle, so it's gonna wanna come out. So I'll be able to maintain that lean, but let it out with my body moving backwards. You with me?
Yeah.
Okay. So with this reservoir of water and this cavity right here, I'm gonna just cock that wrist back, or that hand back, so that I'm exposing this bone right here in my wrist. That's dead center. And then when I push down in the clay's gonna come back up my arm this way and up my hand this way. So I'm pushing on the whole diameter, not just the radius. Okay. So lean here with the body.
Where do you put that bone? Are you aiming right for the middle, or are you
right
aiming
for the
to
middle,
push
straight
in,
down?
Or okay.
No, yeah, we'll get into it here. So if you bend that back,
So I feel like that's where I always screw up.
okay, pick your body up high enough, or get your back straight enough. Stick that bone out there, okay? Get your right shoulder above the center, okay? And then this is the mechanism right here, okay? So I'm pushing in like this. This left thumb sticks up. You can kind of position your hand right here. Let's slow this down just a bit. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm gonna lean down into the clay like this. Oh, this is stiff, Marina. Use softer clay. I shouldn't need that much force for this, okay? So if you're down here, and if you've got enough water in here, you can continue into the next step, but this is where this bone, which was in the center pushing down, opening the clay, what I'll do is, with this thumb being the axle, what I'll do is rotate this elbow back, so it's pointing 90 degrees here, rotate it back so that that bone ends up out here, further out in the circle.
So you're less using your like pinky muscle and
Pinky
more
muscle?
like I guess you're not pushing down on that side at all.
No, this is just maintaining this lean here.
Like that, your right pinky, you're just using the bone wrist.
Just
wrist
right
bone.
here, yeah, and when I'm pushing out, a lot of the clay is being pushed by this part of my arm here, okay? So now this is feeling quite thick to me right here.
Okay. Yeah.
So I can do it again, repeat, and bring it out a little bit more.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I think I was trying to push on both the like front and back of my hand, so pushing down with my pinky, I think.
Yeah. Nope, yeah, once you've got it open, it's all kind of back here. You're pushing on, then you're back into the radius, not the whole diameter.
Okay, because I guess when you push the whole diameter at the same time, it all.
Yeah, that's just for the opening. But when you're spreading it out, then it's just back here, and you're back into the radius. So if this never ends up being perfectly flat when you do that. We're not kind of built that way. But what you can do is then shift the pressure coming from the wrist bone to really move that clay out back into a more spread out or a larger surface area right here on this part of your hand. And then you can flatten it out in here, okay? And then careful as you're coming out, be aware to lighten up the pressure. Because you need quite a bit to move the clay out, like down and out. But as you're coming out this way, you want to back off the pressure significantly as you're coming out. So you're kind of picking your body up to take off that lean. If you maintain that pressure, you squish the sides down like this, or you'll have a thin spot right here.
Yeah.
So when I'm
But if
making
you're
bat
making
patties,
like a bat patty,
yeah,
you want
I
to
just I come through that
you
rim.
go
I just
all
keep
the-
going.
okay.
But here I've just stopped a little short just to leave a rim. Okay. And then that's it. Did you want to make a bat patty, or did you want to make a?
I'll
plate.
probably play with both.
Yeah, so it's from here, then you just make whatever you want, right? So you can make pasta bowl, right? Or you can bring that rim down, make a play, whatever you want. And then just do your refinements with your ribs and stuff like that, sponge. Okay?
So tempted to keep that. See, this is why I didn't put a bat down.
You're
Because
good, yeah.
You just
we're just
transfer
gonna
it with
cut
your
it.
hand.
No, we're gonna
You
cut
c-
it in half and
Yeah.
recycle it and use it again.
Yeah, well now
And
your
it'll be
clay will
less-
be softer. This was your ploy all along.
I'm just getting
Well, this
you to-
clay's really stiff.
I'm
I'll have to
getting you
do
to
some
soften
demos
up.
with it. We'll work in some water.
The whole point of this was actually just to get you to soften up my clay for me.
Yeah.
Then there's no
Cheeky.